Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. We had conducted a demo one yesterday. We did not speak anything about technical things. Only, who are the people who are eligible for Power BI. And if you learn only Power BI, I clearly told you don't get a job. You don't get a job if you learn only Power BI. It is clear. So you have to learn combination. You have to learn the combination. So what are the combination also I told you yesterday, you have to watch that video. If you are new today, you have to fill the form and so that you will be able to uh, get the yesterday's video also. I'm giving you this form in the chat window. You will be able to fill the form using WhatsApp only so that you will be able to get the yesterday's video also. Clear? So if you're joining today fresh, and one more thing, you are eligible for getting the fee payment, discounted fees and everything. So fee discounts and everything will be informed in tomorrow, in after tomorrow's demo. So demo number 1 is done yesterday. Today demo number 2, we will be discussing completely technical things today and tomorrow. And after tomorrow's demo, you will be able to get the payment link. And if you fill the form, you will be able to get the discounted fee, otherwise not. Clear? So what are the things that you have to learn? Also, I've clearly stated. So BI means not only one thing. BI means, so people are thinking Power BI means only BI. BI means not only Power BI, right? So BI is also called as a data analytics. BI is also called as data analytics. I'll be telling today what is BI, what is data analytics. So you are going to be learning multiple skills with us. One is called SQL Server. Okay, this is one skill you are going to be learning. So the next skill you are going to be learning Power BI. Next skill you will be learning SSIS. This is a reporting tool. One more skill you will be learning data warehousing, right? And one more skill you will be learning Azure. If you wanted to learn all of them, you can learn Azure is a cloud, Azure Data Factory, ADF. Clear? So this is a data storing, this is a reporting platform, this is a ETL platform on the on-premises, and data warehousing. I'll talk about data warehouse today, and ADF also one more ETL platform. You will understand what is ETL today and tomorrow. Okay, so what is the reporting also you will understand. All these things we are learning along with the PBA, but many people only learning this one and they're trying to apply in the company. Those people are losers. Data analytics means this is only 20%, remaining 80% will be all these activities. SQL Server, SSIS, data warehousing, Azure, these are remaining 80% in the company. So if you're learning Power BI in depth also, 20% you're ready for the IT industry. Remaining 80% of the work will be something else along with the SQL Server, SSIS, data warehousing, Azure Data Factory. All of them you will be learning for all these courses. What is the complete duration you need to have? Complete duration you need to have 3 months. Clear? Monday to Friday, you are going to be having classes. I will give you complete assignments and everything. You ask me, it will be there. You ask me something, it would have been covered. But only thing is that you have to come out and put your efforts. So daily 1 hour, daily 2 hours, daily 1 hour, daily 2 hours efforts you need to put it. If you're a housewife, not 3 months, you take 6 months. You take 6 months, or one girl called Maunika, she took almost 1 year time, but she cracked the interview with 12 lakhs of salary package. Right? If you don't have a time, just slow and study wins the race. Slow and study wins the race. I took initially because I came from non-IT background, maths background, BSc maths background. I took the job. I started my career in year 2000, but I took 2 years to come into to jump into IT industry initially. But I never left, saying that it is very difficult for me. I nobody is guiding to me. So I took the minimum 1.5 to 2 years, and I got into some 5,000 salary to 40,000 rupees salary. My first company was Unilever in Bangalore. Hindustan Unilever, right? So many companies will take time. You may take 3 months time, 6 months time, 9 months time, doesn't matter, because you're getting ready for plan B. Plan A is already there. you are getting ready for the plan B, you take time. Slow and steady wins the race, and you need to have a proper mentor. Not many people will come to me, sir, I don't have time. If you don't have time, then don't come to me, because if you don't have a time and I cannot give you complete knowledge and I cannot shape up. So people will take time if you need the quality of the work. If you don't have a time, so that is where the failure starts, right? So if you put lot of effort, that is fine. Minimum, even though you put 10 hours or 15 hours, it will take a minimum of 2 to 3 months of time. But if you think that, sir, I don't have time, my brother told me only 1 month or only 20 days I need to do it, because my brother told me he can arrange a proxy. So I can arrange a proxy, you can get a job after joining the company. Who's going to be working? Your brother? No, 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 your brother will not work. So that is when the struggle starts. So your brother, your teacher, your wife, your husband will not support you. A lot of people are there in IT industry in their family members. This is the problem. The family member cannot give you proper mentoring, cannot teach you proper courses, cannot give you proper guidances. So definitely you need to have a proper mentor, proper guru, not the proper brokers. You don't approach the broker. If you approach the broker, they will fear you. They will say that the companies are, will be, starting. You pay me 2 lakhs, I will give you job. You can easily get into IT company. You give me 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs. You don't approach them. So approach proper gurus, proper mentors, where you will be able to guide it supportly. You may take 1 more month extra, nothing to worry. So plan A is working for you. You are slowly jumping to plan B. So automatically it will take time and you will come out with the proper plan B option. Don't be in a hurry. That is what I'm telling you. Many people will teach you, but only we can mentor you. We can give you proper guidance. You can learn these courses in YouTube itself. But why do you need Bhaskar Jogi? Because where we do the mentoring till you get a placement. We give each and everything till you get the placement, but only you need to have the time, daily 2 hours or 3 hours. If you're a housewife, you may take little more extra, but the 3 months is compulsory to complete all these courses. All of them are drag and drop courses, not very complex. If you don't learn these courses, I'm telling you, because of automation, non-IT companies are removing the people. So a lot of banking companies are getting automated, recruitment companies are getting automated, sales jobs are getting automated because of artificial intelligence called as data science. If you are not ready for the plan B today, so tomorrow you have to resign the company, because one day the company will say, I think, Bhaskar, we don't need you anymore, because we have recruited an artificial intelligence app. Lot of apps are coming into the work now. Because of one application, you lose the job. That time you cannot say that I have a loan, I have this, I have that, I need 1 year, I need 3 months, I need 6 months. So you cannot immediately jump into any company, or you look for 30,000 rupees job or 20,000 rupees job. But definitely 1 lakh rupees job will not get into your box, because you're doing nothing, only going to the job, coming back, going to the job, coming back. You are not planning to extend your efforts to something else. If you go into the job, coming to home, then definitely end of the day you don't see a growth in your, right? If you don't have a skill, then definitely you don't get into any other platform, right? Many people will tell me, sir, we don't have a job. I will convert that sentence as, you don't have a skill, not the jobs are available, many jobs are available. So many people will tell me, sir, no jobs are available, my friend told me, right? So I'm telling, it is not a job. You don't have enough skill. Do you know anything else apart from your 9 to 5 job, whatever you're doing last 10 years? Do you have anything else? Did you learn something? You never learned anything. I have read, Satya Nadella, Microsoft CEO book. In that, he clearly mentioned, I always attend one training at midnight at 9 o'clock, because I was busy morning 6 to evening, because I don't get a time. So where you can learn easily means trainings. So definitely I'll see to it that at least I will have minimum 1 or 2 trainings per day I will attend after 9 o'clock in the evening. Now you tell me, why Microsoft Nadella has to attend lot of trainings? Why is that? It does not need money. It does not need the job. Why? Because he wanted to get ready for the next job or next opportunity. But are we learning anything? No, nothing. Only 9 to 5 job, we are tired. Clear? And we need good salaries, but we are not trying to change plan B, and we are not ready to give not even single rupee for our growth. Right? So if you do like that, and nothing can happen, invest at least 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, whatever be the amount, you can save it per annum, at least some 10 to 20,000 rupees you need to invest. It is not an expenses, right? You don't get any returns. Investment means you get the returns. Clear? So at least 10 to 20,000 rupees per annum from your pocket you need to put separately for the learning purpose. Whether the training is useful or not, you will be able to learn many other things, guys. Clear? So definitely you will have much more opportunities with the good proper people, proper gurus, proper mentors. So the technologies will change. Technology will change, but only little bit of training when you take it. Again, immediately you are hot in the market and you will be able to get very, very good salaries. Clear? So plan A is working. So you have to come out. You have to get ready for plan B. Right? So plan B needs some amount, some time continuously for 2 to 3 months. After that, so money is not needed, more efforts also not needed. So are you ready for that? If not, nothing can change in your life. That is for sure. Right? So if you approach brokers, so they'll eat your money. They don't, to give you proper guidance. You will be the loser forever when you approach the brokers. Approach always good teachers. Yeah. Now, let me tell you the proper technical things today. So I will be talking about completely technical things today. So what is the data? This question asked to Microsoft, right? So Microsoft told data is currency today. Microsoft told what is the data? Everybody will have data. Every company will have data. I have data. You have data. Patients have data. Doctors have data. Hospitals have data. Everybody will have some data. Hospitals will have patient data. Colleges will have students' data. I'm having my business data. Like that, everybody will have data. So one question asked, what is the meaning of data to Microsoft? Microsoft says data is a currency today. Why? Because WhatsApp is not selling anything to you, but they are very rich. Google is not selling anything to you, they are also very rich. YouTube is also not selling anything to you, they are rich. Right? So they have your data. At least Amazon is selling some products, they're rich, so that is okay. But WhatsApp is not selling anything, Instagram is not selling anything to you. How come they're very, very rich? Because they have your data. Clear? With your data they can get crores of rupees in this world. So many companies will say data is a currency today. Clear? Data is a currency today. That is what people are telling. Now, the same question asked to Google. Google says, data is everything today. Whatever you think. Everything today, whatever you think. You're talking about artificial intelligence. You're talking about automation. You're talking about robotics. You're talking about everything. Driverless cars, right? People are talking about driverless cars. It is happening because of the data. Whatever you think of today, that is because of data. That is because of data. Everything getting automated. We're talking about IoT. What is IoT? Anybody learned this? IoT means Internet of Things. Everything is getting automated. When you come home, the doors are getting opened. When you go home, the lights are on. When you go home, the TV is on or off. Everything can be automobiles, automobile phones, everywhere automation. So because of lot of sensors and everything, automation is possible because of internet. So everything can be automated. IoT because of the data. If you don't have a data, nothing can work in this world. Now you tell me, what is IT industry? IT means what? IT means information technology. IT means what? Many people will come and ask me, information means what? How do you get information? You tell me. Information can be derived using data. Information can be derived using data. How do you get the information? I have some data. Using the data, for example, I have some sales data. Using the sales data, I wanted to get the information. What is the information I wanted to have? I wanted to ask whether Vivo phones are doing good in India or Apple iPhones doing good in India. I have daily sales data. I wanted to have some information whether Samsung TVs are selling high in India or Sony Bravia TV is selling more in India. This is information. But what will have? I have daily sales. People are buying products in Amazon.com. So they have their data. So using data, we create a information. Remember that. So what is the raw material for IT industry? Raw material for IT industry is data, because IT industry needs data. It will convert data into information. For conversion, it will use a lot of technologies. It will use C, it will use C++, it will use Java, it will use SAP, it will use Android, it will use business intelligence, artificial intelligence, data science, data analytics, Python, right? So XML, lot of things will be used. So IT industries raw material is data will be fed into here. So Java needs what? Java needs data, SAP needs data, C needs data, C++ needs data, SAP needs data, Python needs data, data science needs data, data analytics needs data, business intelligence needs data. So data is the raw material. Remember, clear? So if you wanted to understand data, what is data, how to store data, you need to store data, right? So if you wanted to use the data, you need to store data. For storing data, there is a technology called SQL technology. It is also called as RDBMS technology. Remember. So if you wanted to get into IT industry, definitely you have to know about data. Data means you have to know SQL, or it is also called as relational database management system. It is also called as a database management system. So if you wanted to get into IT industry, compulsorily you have to learn what? SQL, structured query language, and it is all about how to store data. అర్థమవుతుందా? So how to store data? You have a lot of blood. Where will you store your blood? Blood bank. If you have a lot of gold, where will you store your gold? Gold bank. If you have a lot of cash, where will you store your cash? Data banks called normal cash banks called as banking industry. But if you have a lot of data, where will you store the data? All the data will be stored in database. Database means a data bank. So SQL is called as a data bank. RDBMS is also called as a data bank. Database means data banks. So these can store your data. Remember that point. So if you have a water, you store that water into the tank, right? You put the water, you get the water. You put the water, you get the water. So tank is used to store the water. Like that, SQL, RDBMS, DBMS is called as a data tanks, data reservoirs, godowns, godams. Clear? A storeroom. Clear? If somebody says SQL, what is that your understanding? SQL means a godown. SQL means a storeroom. SQL means a tank or a bank where we can store the data. That is the point. SQL means nothing else. I have some data, I have to store somewhere. I have some blood, I have to store somewhere. I have some petrol, I have to store somewhere. Can you put the petrol in the refrigerator? You cannot. Right? So for the storing purpose, you need to use something else. Clear? Like that, what is a RDBMS? What is SQL means? SQL means data storing technology. It is a go down. Clear? Database means data bank. So banks are going to store your cash, right? Gold banks going to store your gold. Like that, these are called data banks. What are these called as? Data banks. So technically, we will be calling RDBMS or SQL called as what, Nana? Data banks. We have a lot of normal banks are available, right? We have ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, Andhra Bank, Union Bank, Deutsche Bank, lot of banks are available. So every company will be doing the same thing. Like that, we have a lot of data banks are available. So those are called Oracle. Oracle is one more bank where you can store your data, right? You have SQL Server. So this is one more bank. It is a Microsoft proprietary company. And we have IBM is called DB2. It is IBM company's bank, data bank. Like that, we have SQL Server, Microsoft Data Bank. We have Netezza. Netezza is also IBM company's data bank. Like that, one company will have Kotak Mahindra Bank. You have like that. One company may have more than one bank, right? So you have a lot of things are available. So Teradata, all these are called a RDBMS softwares. So all the softwares are called as a data banks, or you can say this is a go down. This is one more company's go down. This is one more company's go down. Like that you can think, right? So what these guys are going to store data. Am I clear? So you need to understand what is a data. Data means sales data, patient's data, doctor data, Ola data, any data you can think about. All the data can be stored in different formats in the company. We're talking about large amount of data. Small amount of data means we need not worry. We can store in the notepad or Excel sheet. When you have a large amount of data, then only banking is going to come. If you have 1,000 rupees, will you go to the bank? No, you keep it in your pocket. But if you have every month you're getting salary, means you have to open an account and have the bank account. When you have a small amount of data, we never open a bank account, right? But if you have a large amount of data, that is where SQL is going to come. So now next point is that, so how much of data, what is the size of the data you have it? Okay, you have data, I have data. What is my company? My company called Go Online Trainings. I am getting every month 1,000 inquiries. People will ask me, sir, do you have Python course? Sir, do you have Power BI course? Sir, do you have Azure course? Sir, do you have Java course? I am storing all the data. What is the size of data? Every month I am getting thousands of inquiries. All the data size will be megabytes. Clear? When you have a megabytes of data, so very little amount of data I'm able to store where in Excel sheet, right? So I'm able to store the data in Excel sheet. I will also process the data. What do you mean by process? After storing the data for a month, I wanted to know how many people have inquired for Java, how many people have inquired for Python, how many people have attended Python demo, how many people have joined the Power BI course, how many people have inquired and how many people have joined, like that, some kind of a process, because you store the data, after process it, you get the information, right? You process the raw data, you have to process. So manually, I will be able to process, I will be able to get this kind of a data very easily. So if you have a small amount of data, we never ever think about SQL. If you have a 10 rupees, 20 rupees or $100, will you be opening a bank account? No. We never open. So when you have a small amount of data, you can store everywhere. So I'm storing this data, serial number, name of the student, what is the course inquired, gender, date, phone number, email ID, what is the amount he paid, and when is the pay date, something like this. Using this data, this is a data. Now I have created a summary. So in the summary, number of inquiries in Power BI, MS BI, SQL, Python, DevOps, how many inquiries I got it? 2,000 inquiries I got it. Like that, I create a summary. This is manually, I'll count one, MS B, how many people? So 1, 2, Power B, how many people? 1, 2. Manually, I count, I process. So process means counting. I create a report and send it to my boss. And the fee collected. So how many, what is the total fee collected? How many people came in? We got some 300, 1,235 people, and I got some 20,000 rupees amount or $20,000 amount, like that. We will be able to create a summary, so everything can be done in Excel. Why? Because I don't need any other software. Excel can do that point for you. Am I clear? So that is the point. When you have a small amount of data, you can handle the data Where? With the Excel itself. So I can store that data, I can create a summary reports manually. This is also called as a summary report, or it is also called as a dashboard, or it is also called as information. Some information I'm trying to give it to my boss. I am the front office executive. I wanted to give some information to my boss. Who's the boss? Boss is Bhaskar Jogi. He's the CEO of the company. He wanted to have some information. This is the students' inquiries. Every month I will be able to get it. So month by month, I will be able to create these reports and dashboards. I will be able to show the data. Clear? So report means creating some data in the form of a table. This is what is called report. You can understand. Report will have some information, but I wanted to take this report data. A data in the table is called as reporting. I wanted to go to insert. Now I create a visualization, right? So this is what is called visualization. It is clearly telling, I think Power BI is doing good, MS BI SQL, the next position is this, like that I can perform. So what is reporting? Reporting means showing the data in the textual or a table format. This is a table. I can create a beautiful table. It is a beautiful table I'm creating. I'm showing the summary. So this is a what is called a reporting. What is a visualization? Show the data in the graphical manner. I wanted to show the data like this. So this is what is called information. So people can understand very easily, but this data or information created from the raw data. This is the data. This is what is called a dashboard. Dashboards where you will be able to see the data in the table, or you can also create a beautiful visualizations with the help of an Excel sheet. Excel is also called as a beautiful reporting tool. Okay. Report means show the data in the table format. Visualization means show the data in the graphical format using a pie chart, using this chart, that chart. Lot of charts you can use it. Okay, I wanted to go to Excel sheet and select this data. I wanted to go and use this. So this is a beautiful chart. Or I would like to create one more chart. So Excel can create a beautiful chart. However, Excel is storing data. Excel is also creating a beautiful summary. Excel also where you will be able to create lot of dashboards, lot of visualization. Power BI is also similar to this. Okay, so Power BI where you can store the data and where you can go and create a lot of table summaries. It is also called as a dashboard, and you can also go and create a beautiful visualization like that. Clear? Now you tell me, to do this, do you need any SQL knowledge? No, because we are not dealing with large amount of data. So I have a limited data. Every month 1,000 rows I will get it. I have a limited data. I can perform this. I can perform this, and manually I will compare. This is good or this is good. 1235, 1200, and this is Power BI January, Power BI February. I got there is a growth. Okay, you compare this month data, or you compare this course to this course. This comparing, and you understand whether you're doing good or bad. This is what is called data analytics. Clear? Data analytics means what? Let me tell you. Data analytics means it is very simple. Data analytics is also called as business intelligence. Okay, so business intelligence. So you are going to be creating a report and give it to your boss. Boss is human being or machine? Boss is a human being. I am the boss. So understanding the past is called as a data analytics or a business intelligence. How do you understand? This is the data I have given it to my company. My company people taken this data, created this kind of a dashboard. I can see this, I can compare whether doing good or doing bad. So it is slowly increasing, it is decreasing, it is stagnated, decreasing. I can understand, okay, my company is going in the reverse order. So I can easily think that Power BI is slowly going down. I can understand by seeing the data. So understanding the past, because I am in 2022 now, I am looking for 2021 data. Clear? So you always take the old data, historical data, you analyze the data. In 2021 year, how was my sales? In 2022, January month, because January is over, we are in the August month, right? So understanding past is called data analytics. Then you compare why the sales is good here, why the sales is good here, why the sales is bad and bad and bad, and next month it is becoming like this. Why it is becoming like that? What is the problem? You want me to change the faculty, or you want me to give a lot of advertisements? Why I'm not getting more and more people? I take the decisions. So I will see the root cause by analyzing this data. If I wanted to analyze the data, I have to open this file, convert this data into information. Using this information, I will come to know why the Power BI is not doing good, why DevOps also not doing good, why Python doing good. Like that, I can understand. So after that, I take a decision. What is the decision? I give a lot of advertisements. Everywhere you go online trainings, Bhaskar Jogi's Power BI. Like that, I give a lot of advertisement in FM, in the paper, in the YouTube, so that my sales should increase. Clear? Why we perform the data analytics means I have to take the decisions to improve my company. Clear? So understanding the past is called as a data analytics. So always you go back and ask, what was your salary in the last quarter? What was your income last 10 years? What was your expenses last 15 years? Like that. Clear? So understanding the past is called as, guys, are you, Rajesh, you're facing the same problem. What about others? Audio is very low. There people are saying, what about others? Rajesh, is it okay now? Is it okay or not good? Audio is fine, right? So if you miss some points, I will share the recorded video. Just, watch it once more. Okay. Thank you, guys. Yeah. You can reconnect. People are, having some issues. So, okay. Thank you, guys. So understanding the past is called as a data analytics. Now, what is a data science? Data science is something, some more thing. Okay. Data science is also called as data mining. So data science or data mining, clear? And it is also called as artificial intelligence. It is also called as a machine learning. Clear? All these things are called as predicting. Predicting the future is called as a data mining or a data science or artificial intelligence, or it is also called as a machine learning. But everybody needs a data. Remember this point. So data has to be there to understanding the past, and I will give the data. What data you will give? Historical data. Always we supply what data? We supply historical data. Last 5 years of data I will give you. You tell me how I will do in the future. Now how I was in the past. You tell me the both. Clear? So understanding the past is called as a data analytics or business intelligence. So this is also called as reporting of past. Reporting the past is also called as what? Data analytics or business intelligence means that data science, data mining means predicting. I wanted to know what would be my business in 2025. Okay. So what was my sales in India in the year of 2020? It is over, right? So people will ask you this kind of a questions. This is a data analytical questions. So last 5 years in what my sales last 5 years in Europe. Okay. So if you ask me what was my sale, it is a data analytical question. But what would be data science question? So what would be my sales in India in the year of 2025? Clear? Now, Amazon company wanted to analyze what would be my sales, what would be my target. So you can have lot of predictions can be done by taking your health report. I can tell you today whether you can get diabetics at the age of 45 or not, whether you're going to be dying with the cardiac arrest in next 1 year or not. I can predict today. The predictions can be done with the help of a data science. Clear? So when you learn the data analytics course, so what all you need to learn? If you wanted to learn SQL, data warehousing, you have to know ETL, and you have to know the reporting. All of them you have to learn. Clear? So if you wanted to learn, this will be a 3 months course. It will be 3 months course. But if you wanted to get into data science, you have to know, because data means SQL and some kind of data warehousing, and you have to know Python. Okay, Python, and you have to know artificial intelligence, machine learning. So this is approximately 18 months course. Okay, the fees would be in India 3 lakhs to 15 lakhs is the fees if you need good institution, and which is very very complex. It is very very complex. The fee will be approximately less than 30K. Less than 30K. You can easily get into a company by learning this. If you wanted to get into data science course, means 18 months course, within 20 days, 30 days, 40 days, you cannot learn. Definitely data science is hard, but it is not easy, which is very very complex. So don't go into data science directly. You will go mad. So if you wanted to try, you can try, because many people will say data science is very, very good. Yes, it is good. But tell me, is it very easy? It is very tough to understand, because you have to know maths very well. You have to know stats very well. You will become a data scientist. You will become a data scientist. Scientist means you need to have research skills. You will not become a software engineer in this. Remember, you will become a data scientist. Scientist means people who can do R&D. So they will give you one problem. To that problem, you need to use the skills and get the solution for the problem. So they will give you some business problem. So data science is not a software development job. So data analytics course is a software development. It is a software course purely. You will become a software engineer, or you will called as a data engineer. Okay, you will called as data engineer, or you will be called as a data analyst. Clear? You're a software engineer. So if you learn this course, you will become a data engineer or a software engineer. But if you learn this course, you will not become an engineer. You are a scientist. Scientist means you need to know research capability. If somebody gives you something, you need to think and think, think and think, give the solution to that problem. You need to do the research on the company's data. So understand the patterns and everything. Many people are saying, sir, many people are saying data science is very, very good. My friend told me, I wanted to jump into that. So within 20,000, 30,000, you don't get the proper course. In India, in Hyderabad, you need to put a minimum 3 lakhs to 15 lakhs of fee you need to pay. Again, you need to have very, very good analytical skills. You should be good in maths, stats, and algebra and calculus, and lot of things we have to know to understand a data science. Don't directly blindly jump into that. You will not be able to go, because many of my students, they told me, sir, I have already learnt data science. I did not get job. I lost the money more than 1.5 lakh to 2 lakhs. Again, I jumped into what? I jumped into data analytics, right? So Python course is only 30 days. Remaining, 17 months you need to learn machine learning algorithms only. Python is only 30 days. Many people think that if I learn Python, I know machine learning. No, this is a 30 days course only. So after that, you will be learning 17 months only these things. Clear? So machine learning, artificial intelligence will take time, and Python is simple a coding. Clear? So you will not become a software engineer, you will become a data scientist. Clear? So to perform either data analytics or data science, we have to store the data. So where are we storing the data? We can store the data here. So what kind of a data I can store when you have this much of a data? But when you have a large amount of data, for example, Amazon company, every month they will be getting GBs of data. So every month they will be getting lakhs or millions of sales. So all the data they will not be able to store in Excel. That is where we use SQL or RDBMS tools or technologies. Clear? Only for storing data. We can only store the data, but who's going to be processing the data? Processing will be done by the a language. Clear? So when you have a large amount of data, one guy will not one guy cannot do that, right? For example, in your house you have five people. Your mother can do everything. Your mother can cook the food, clean the house, everything she can do. But if you have 10,000 people, one guy cannot do that. There is a housekeeping department separated, cooking department separated, then laundry department is separated, everything is separated. Like when you have a large amount of data, one guy cannot handle it, one guy can store the data, one more guy can process the data. So for the storing purpose, you know that all these people can be used. Clear? So you have a large amount of data, means who can come? So people can come. The number one tool is called Oracle, can store your data, or Microsoft SQL Server can store your data, or IBM DB2 company can store your data, and IBM company Netezza is also one more software. All of them are softwares only. So these softwares can be used to store your data. Remember this. Like that, we have lot of softwares. We have Netezza, we have PostgreSQL, right? Lot of softwares are available. We have MySQL, we have Teradata, right? All of them different companies where you can store the data. All these are called as SQL tools or SQL softwares or RDBMS softwares. Now, how do you process this data? For the processing, you can use any language, Java, .NET, right? Any language you can use, okay? Or you can use Python, or you can use C, blah, 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 or you can use SAP. So anything you can use to process the data. Process means I have some data. I wanted to know what is the complete sales. You need to do some summing operation. I wanted to know what is the average. I wanted to know what is the minimum sales, what is the maximum sales. All these are called processing. Clear? So when you store the data, you have to go and do the processing. Clear? When you have a gigabytes of data, you will be able to get. So you think Amazon is getting every month a 200 GB of data, or every month it is getting 500 GB of data into 1 year. 1 year means 12 months. So what is the data? The data itself is 6 terabytes of data into 10 years of data. Approximately 60 terabyte of data I cannot store in normal RDBMS, right? So if you have gigabytes of data, you will be able to store in Oracle SQL Server DB2 because it can accommodate GBs of data. But when you have this much of a data, so data I'm talking about what, Nana? Data I'm talking about terabytes of data. I'm talking about millions of rows, right? Millions of dot. This is where I wanted to use a software called data warehouse. Okay, data warehouse technologies I'm going to be using to store my data. Am I clear? So who's going to be processing your data? Somebody has to process, right? For the processing, I'm going to be using BI tools, or I'm going to be using BI softwares for the processing of data. So remember all these points forever. So warehouse, you should not write like this. Where space house is wrong. Or you should not write like this. This is also wrong. This is also wrong. This is also wrong. So data warehouse. Warehouse means go down. Warehouse means go down. In that go down, you need to have a large amount of data. So large amount means what is the size? I am talking about terabytes of data when you have in that go downs. Those go downs are called as a data warehousing. But how do you prepare a data warehouse? So if you wanted to prepare a data warehouse, you need to buy large hardware, very bigger hardware, big hardware you need to buy. For example, I am buying my laptop. What is my configuration of my laptop? Let me go right click on this, go to properties. I'm having Windows 11 Pro, 8 GB of RAM and i5 processor. So my capacity of the hard disk is 1 terabyte. So maximum I can store 1 terabyte of data if I install SQL Server, if I install Oracle in this machine, I can maximum store 1 terabyte of data, maximum I can use 8 GB of RAM, right? But if I buy a bigger hardware, if I buy a bigger hardware means 1000 terabyte of hardware, and not only one processor, I have 100 processors, I have 500 GB of RAM, I have 100 processors, I have 1000 terabyte of hard disk. If I have a bigger hardware, in that I am installing SQL Server software, SQL tools. SQL means I'm talking about any RDBMS software. Any RDBMS software, when we install it, this will become a data warehouse. Clear? So data warehouse is also RDBMS only. But what is the difference? When you have a small hardware, it is also called as Oracle machine. But when you have a bigger hardware, it is also called as Oracle data warehousing machine, SQL Server data warehousing machine. So you have to have the bigger hardware. Software will be the same. Oracle we can install, SQL Server we can install, Teradata we can install, Netezza we can install. So you need to have a bigger hardware. Software is the same. So you can have that machine is called as what? Data warehousing software. When you have a terabytes of data, you cannot use java.net. This is coding. You need to write mode core. I have to use drag and drop software. Means we have lot of softwares, SAP BA, we have SAS BI, we have Oracle BI, we have MS BI, then we have a Power BI. So lot of softwares are there to process the data. Process means get the data, find the sum, get the data, find the average, get the data, find the median, average, this one, that one. Lot of data analytics. Okay, so all these are BA tools. Let us do the history for this BA. And we will talk about MSBA, then we'll talk about Power BA, right? So all of them we need to understand. One more, after MSBA, before Power BA, Tableau BA also released. What is the other BA I'm talking about? Tableau BA. So there is a Tableau BA is also there. So after MSBA, we have a Tableau or a Tableau BA. So SAP BA, SAS BA, all these are only one tool. You will be able to get, the tool is called as a reporting tool. Only reporting, visualization, how to create a visualization, they will teach you, and which are very, very complex and costly licenses. And these were there in early 2001 that time. Clear? Early 2001 and 2, that time many companies were using, when you have data warehousing, data warehouse means bigger godowns, think like that. Okay. And normal SQL means small storerooms. You can think like that. Okay. So it is a small tank, it is a reservoir, something like that you can understand. So very costly. Only one reporting tool they will be calling it as this one, and many companies were using. After in 2005, Microsoft released MSBI. It is a three tools. Three tools Microsoft is giving, not only one tool. In that we have MSBI as three tools: SSIS, SSAS, and SSRS. Clear? It is doing some work. It is doing some work. It is doing some work, and people are buying with the free of cost, or one third cost of these licenses. People can buy, the companies can buy three softwares. Clear? So one third cost of this, if it is 100, it is only 35 bucks. Clear? So it is very user friendly and very easy to implement, and no complex. These are completely drag and drop software. Okay, drag and drop software. So many people are stopped using the SAP BA, SAS BA, because here I can do lot of things. What all the things you can do? ETL. We will understand tomorrow what is ETL, and you can analyze the data. Tomorrow we will understand this. This is where we can create lot of reports and everything, right? So a lot of people, this is a reporting software. Lot of things people were doing. Many companies have migrated because Microsoft is a good brand. Good brand. Year 2005, the Microsoft is implementing MSBI, Microsoft Business Intelligence. Three tools together is called as this. Now, many companies lost their opportunity. Afterwards, in 2010, Tableau software released a Tableau BI. It is in I think 2010 or 2011. I don't remember. It is completely a reporting software. It is given a big competition to SSRS. Okay, SSRS a reporting tool. It is a reporting tool. It is a self-service BA tool. It has become self-service means you need not know any technology. So at least here you have to know some technology. Only technical people can create a report. And Tableau BA or Tableau came in year 2010. He said, no technology is needed. Anybody can create a report. For example, I wanted to create a Maggie noodle. Do you need to know cooking? I wanted to prepare a pizza. Do you know cooking? Yes, I should know cooking. But I wanted to eat Maggie noodles. I need not know cooking. It is a self-service food, right? Self-service means anybody can cook, and it is very, very easy. 2 minutes the food is ready. So Tableau is just like that. So you need not know anything. So just use see once you will be able to create self-service means no need of having any technical knowledge. A non-IT people like a MBA guys can prepare a report. A BCom guy can prepare a report. So automatically SSRS, it is a reporting tool. It is a big competitor for this. Microsoft is losing its business. Now immediately to get the reporting software, a self-service BA software, Microsoft released Power BI. Clear? To give the competition, Microsoft released Power BI. So it is also now self-service Power BI. Now people are learning. People are learning what? So Power BI. So any BCom MBA guys can learn, but only if you learn this, you will become a non-technical guy. So what are we learning? We are learning SSIS. We are learning SSAS. So instead of this, instead of which, instead of SSRS, we are learning here Power BI. That's it. So we are also learning MSBI. We are also learning MSBI. SSIS we are learning. A cube we are learning. Instead of SSRS, a reporting tool, we are learning Power BI. So remember that. So we are also learning what? MSBI. So this is the history. This is the history. So Power BI is rocking, and in 2015, almost 7 years back, it is rocking. So only if you learn, you don't get a job. So you have to know SSIS and SSAS along with, instead of SSRS, you people are learning what? This software. So that is what you need to understand. Now, Microsoft is having, I'll take 5 more minutes, almost done. So SQL Server, let me show you the history. It is a Microsoft software to store your data. SQL Server is released in 1.0 in 1989. It is a RDBMS tool. That means it can store the data. The next version is 3.0, next 5.0, 7.0, next version is 2000. So later, they released SQL Server 2005, and where it is released in which version? In 2005, and it is becoming RDBMS. In this year, in this, the company is added MSBI. What is MSBI? So business intelligence. So you will get SSIS and SSAS and SSRS. Clear? Everything got added. So what is SS? SS means what? SQL Server. SQL Server integration services. SQL Server analysis services. SQL Server Reporting Services. These three will be installed when you install this version. But later we got lot of versions, 2008 version, then a 2008 R2 version, then a 2012 version, 2014 version, 2015 version, 2017 version, then 2019 version. Now this is the final version we have it. What is the version? The version I'm using now, SQL Server 2019. If you install this, you will be able to get this one. This software we will be installing on the day after tomorrow. Clear? So this is the current version you need to install. So you will be able to get RDBMS software, that is SQL software, plus MSBI, Microsoft Business Intelligence means three softwares. SS means what? SQL Server, everything. Clear? So this is the SQL Server. You will be able to get Microsoft Business Intelligence also. Any tool you can install independently or you can install everything. We will install on Monday. Clear? If you have terabytes of data, you can store the data in the data warehouse. But if you have more and more data, for example, I'm having petabyte of data, more than terabytes, zettabyte of data, yottabyte of data, yola-byte of data. This is what is called big data, unlimited data. 1024 terabytes is called as 1 petabyte. Very large amount of data. Where will you store? So data warehouse will fail. This also will fail. This is where we have one more software called Hadoop. Clear? We are going to be storing the data in the Hadoop, and Hadoop is also going to process the data. Clear? So that is what you need to know. If you have unlimited data, where will you store? We are going to be using one more software called Hadoop, and where you can store the data, where you can process the data. I will give you small this one so that you can understand. If you have to go to a market, supermarket from your home, it will take 3 kilometers. How do you go? You can go by a bike. But if you wanted to go to 300 kilometers, can you take a bike and go? It is impossible. It is possible, but you will get the back pain and everything. If you wanted to go to 500 kilometers, 300 kilometers, you don't take a two-wheeler, bike or cycle, you don't take it. If you have the lesser distance, you take a cycle or a bike or a two-wheeler. If you have the more distance, 300 kilometers, you take a bus or the train or the car or a four-wheeler and go. If you wanted to go to America from India, can you take a bus and go? Can you take a train and go? You need to take a flight and go, right? When the distance is more, the tools are getting changed. Now, I wanted to go to Moon or Mars. Can I take a flight and go? You have to use the rocket and go. Like that, when I have a small amount of data, Excel. When I have little more, distance I need to travel, I am using car and bus. Like that, I can use SQL Server and these languages. I have to go some more distance, I am using flights. I can use data warehousing and BA tools. I have to go to moon. I have to use what? Rocket. So rocket is Hadoop now. Clear? So you cannot say always I'm going to be using rocket. It is completely useless, right? Depends upon the distance only. You have to think something. Otherwise, not. So tomorrow we'll continue further. And all these are data storing and processing tools only. So you can perform the data analytics and data science, both of them on this data. You can store the data, you can perform data analytics on this. You can perform data analytics, data science on this. You can perform data analytics, data science on this. You can perform data analytics and data science on this. So everywhere you can perform data analytics and data science, even Excel, SQL, data warehouse and Hadoop. Clear? So we are going to be storing data storing. Clear? Get the data, store the data, then later we are going to be processing the data and performing data analytics and data science. Am I clear? So tomorrow we'll talk about what is ETL, what is reporting, what is data warehousing, what is, a lot of other things we'll discuss, and we'll continue further. Tomorrow will be the final demo. Thank you guys. Sorry I took today 13 minutes extra. So sorry for that. So normally classes will be at 8 to 9. So today I took some time extra. Thank you guys. Clear? Power BI Informatica is same? No. Power BI and Tableau is same. Informatica SSIS is the same. Informatica. Tomorrow I'll talk about it, right? So tomorrow I'll talk about SSIS is ETL software, right? So SSIS. So SSIS is equivalent to ETL. Informatica is also ETL. Tomorrow we'll talk about this. Chalo guys. Tomorrow, last day for the demos. Thank you so much for your time. You can ask me questions if you have something.